What's up, party people? So Will Black here, and today we are going to be doing some pretty amazing things. I can't back that up, but we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna do some cool things. And last week I told you about the blower that I got, the air compressor instead of a airbrush. I want to see if a wider dispersion of air changes anything. I'm sure it will. But there's one thing that I'm picturing in my mind that I really want. And so I'm trying to mess with air patterns and techniques until I get it. And so people be texting. The vibrate is, louder than the ringtone. Anyway, so yeah, back to video. So let's flip it over and I'll show you what boom! So we're painting over this one. Yeah, there's too much green for me. It's kind of boring. Not a lot. There's a few jewels of color here. And it's all real jewel tony, which is cool, but I don't know. Just didn't, I don't know, fit my fancy or whatever. Okay, so we have aqua blue. No. This is Ocean Green by Bree Reese. I don't know if you can't even read that. Anyway, it's Ocean Green by Bree Reese. It's a heavy body paint that I had to mix for a whole half hour well, not really a half hour, but could have been. Next up we have Sap Green mixed with Naples Yellow to give us this soft green. Not quite as soft as what's on the thingamajigger. It's going to dry much darker. Thingamajigger. By that I mean the canvas. And we've got Prussian blue with a bit extra blue India ink. Just so this one would go and be very, very, very blue. Mixed with the... before I mixed it with the India ink, it was too similar to my phthalo blue, which you know me, you know I love me some phthalo blue. And so I added a couple drops of white India ink, which is the only non-see-through one. That and black, I think, and golds. Anyway, the metallics and the whites and the black, I think, are non-opaque. But this one, I added a couple drops of white, so the Prussian blue would be the darkest, and we could tell these two blues apart. Anyway, back to the thingamajigger. And kind of pouring that all over. We're going to mix it anyway when it gets to the bottom, which is something I started doing recently that I actually really like. I hadn't done that for a long time, and I decided I like it, actually. And some Payne's Gray. Yeah, get all that goodness in there. I love me some Payne's Gray. It's pretty. I didn't do anything to this one. It's just Payne's Gray. But don't be afraid to mix your own colors, guys. I mean, really, when we do acrylic pouring, it doesn't really affect much because all the colors lay over each other and they end up blending together pretty well. I mean, you can make some real donkey's butt looking stuff, but... so cross, switch, cross. Switch, cross. And there. Somebody asked me why I flip it like that. Because I'm not boring. And I think not flipping it like that is boring. And that's what I got to say about that. Okay, so we're going to let these colors... Ooh, I like how those two blues are laying over each other. I'm getting stoked, guys. And, okay, good. I already switched over to the other camera. I was panicking, thinking you've been looking at my face this whole time. You came here to look at something beautiful and not my face. So I'm super glad I had flipped it. Anyway, back to business. All right, here we go. And go. Offhand, I can tell you that I really like that the green is hidden because when we come back to... Oh my goodness, look at that. That cup. Get at it. Oh, gorgeous. Reminds me of an aquarium, like a deep sea aquarium. Oh, it's beautiful. Man, I should figure out a way to sell cups. Pay for my art habit through people buying cups. All right. So I'm going to tilt this kind of without a whole lot of rhyme or reason, because a lot of the work that we're going to get done today, or we're going to be doing right now, is going to be accomplished with our airbrush. And you, man, I'm feeling like a soup sandwich right now. It's this saying we used to have in the military. It means you're really screwed up. Can you imagine eating a soup sandwich? Okay, hurry up. You go. You go, you go now. And oh, I see a lot of bubbles. So we're going to be torching. Let me dry off my arm real quick. And then we'll torch these bad boys out of here, and then we'll get to our blowing. Okay, so far what I see, oh my gosh, it's developed. Oh, I might look at this. So you have the outline of the lights, the lighter blues. Oh, that is stunning. Holy cow. I hope we get to keep any of that. That is so beautiful. And this is starting, look at this. Look. Oh, we're going to completely ruin that because I really want to use this air thing. Maybe not this. We might leave this. But we're definitely going to kind of, I can see a lot of my yellow is through here. This area right here, my yellow and green, and through here. So I want to really expose that and set that to pop. These are going to be dark. That's going to be dark. Maybe this is going to be dark if we can keep it that way. And what are we going to, we're going to torch. So you know how I had to ghetto start my torch? Completely worked every other time that you guys weren't watching. Unbelievable. You're making me look bad. Awesome. Got that out of there. I see a couple chunks, but I'm not going to worry about those yet. I really should have mixed heavy body paints more. Those things are the worst. They're the worst. I hate them. All right, so this is this is a regular Husky blower, and so I bought the specific blower because I wanted to have more fine control over it. And then this is an attachment that you add to it. You can add like a little pointy one, or you can have this one. What this one does is, because it has the holes in it, it says to the other air around it, like, hey, come on, let's come out the hole. And so it sucks the air in and it blows more air out than it would normally here. So this actually increases the pressure. And if you listen really close, you can hear them talking to each other saying, hey, come on, let's go. All right, anyway, I know I'm a dork. I love it. Sorry, I forgot to turn that off before I started the video. Whoop! Okay, so it's really powerful. It does not play around. I'm going to need to turn down the pressure next video. I'm not going to do it this video because it's already set. Actually, I think I want a pointier thing. But it's set to 40-35 right now. So let's see how this one looks when we blow out this side. This just not enough. We still have 100 pounds of pressure in the tank, but oh, well, apparently when I let go of it. Okay, so This technique with the thinner paints is not going to work. So I'm going to have to go back and add in green and feather the green. I really liked it as it was yellow, and we might be able to get some yellow back in it, but as of right now, it's not. I'm going to feather that out from there, and then, man, there's not a whole lot of that left. There's some of this blue, though. We'll use some of that blue down here. Okay. So, let's go back to our thing. Let's see if we can get it to not suck, which is always a goal of mine when arting. That was too close. I ended up shooting. Although it did make that cool, sick little... Okay. I like it. And what we're going to do is come back in here with super fine tip, a quilling bottle. When you call it a fine liner, it is $20 for 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. When you call it a quilling bottle, it's $10 for 4. So, quilling bottles. So I'm going to come back in here with a quilling bottle and just outline this. And I think that's beautiful. We might do a puddle pour where we kind of blow in between and kind of get it all where we want it, and then puddle pour over it, because look how this looks. That green right there, it almost makes it look like it's vibrant. It's crazy strong. And then this green where we had the blue, it kind of pushed the blue out, and so this looks like it's glowing from within. And I think that's just absolutely stunning. And we got some very beautiful things over here going on. So yeah, this method's got some promise. I'm going to have to kind of pay attention to how I use it, because the old way of pouring the paint doesn't work. Maybe I could pour a base layer and then kind of see what I got and then work with what I got. We could do it that way. That way would work. I'm just kind of thinking out loud at this point. And but yeah, I do enjoy how it feels deeper through here with this over it. It feels kind of like it falls away. Yeah, I like this one. Guys, thank you for watching. Let me switch to the face thing. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that this one didn't completely suck halfway through. I was worried when I used the blue and it kind of just muddified. That's the technical term for it, by the way. Anyway, so thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Would you do me a favor? If you made it this far and you've been watching this whole thing, we're going to have more just like this. So would you do me a favor, reach down and subscribe, and maybe even hit that bell. If you're a long timer and you haven't hit the bell yet, what's up? Hit the bell. And, whatever else. Special thank you to Karen Pott at octopunks.com and Stephanie B. You guys are rad. These guys are my sponsors, and both Stephanie and Karen have been with us for a long time. And so I think Stephanie's working on like month 6 or 7, and Karen Bot has been like on it every single month since I kind of started. Anyway, so you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Will Black. Peace out.